Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Today we continue on at Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And his first pass is incomplete. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. And we're talking about Jason Kelsey now, not Travis, his brother who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Jadeveon Clowney was the #1 pick in the NFL draft, and it was with good reason. An absolute athletic freak. Now he's trying to add consistency to his game.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Wentz. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And when I think of Russell Wilson, I think not just of the big plays that he's made, and those are considerable, but when they were made. 4th and 26 in a Big Ten championship game against Michigan State when he was with Wisconsin. A big completion helped lead his team to a victory. A big 4th down throw for a touchdown in an NFC championship game against the San Francisco 49ers. When the chips are down, this guy plays at a big level.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And we take a look at the offense for the Seahawks.
So the big question today is, how will they play in this weather? Because you can recreate moisture, right? You can do wet ball drills, things of that nature. But snow, you cannot create that in practice. You can't prepare for it. You just have to deal with it.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, Lynch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. First down, the run with Lynch. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lynch. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A look now at the defensive starters for Philadelphia. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort.
Mike 42, Mike 42. I got you.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Let's put that team on the clock.
Now Lynch, he's got it on the draw. Lynch busting free, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd down now. It's Howard, and able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Wentz on third down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Al Woods with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007. That season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
This is Lynch on the draw. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Wilson to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Sproles. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll throw it. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yard.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Running with Howard. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Illegal touching.
Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Sproles. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, with the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third.
Watch twist. Watch twist. No. Joker.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, it'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And forget about running around, guys. He's just running through them.
Yeah, he doesn't exactly run to daylight, does he? He runs to and through contact. I mean, right now, I know Coach Madden would have talked about rack yardage, right? Run after catch. This is the other rack, run after contact. I hope that's okay, Coach, because that's what we're seeing right here.
Third quarter starts with a run from Lynch. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Now Wilson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
To throw again, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Wilson's pass complete to Van Ness. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, now takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson, and an alley to run. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there in that scramble.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive. knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll run with Lynch. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Lynch. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. They'll run it with Sproles. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Ziggy Ansah with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He's got the tight end, Vanette. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. A dump off to Sproles. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Wentz to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Ezekiel Ansah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Philly. 54 yards. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Bobby Wagner coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson operating from the gun. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw again is Wilson. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Will Disley, 58 yards. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now Myers for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing now is Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On 1st down, Howard. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz complete. It's Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's third down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. He's back to throw.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year, but I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.